How y'all doing this morning? My name's Adam, and I'm going to go over some information, explain some hydraulic valves. I'm also a student with JTech, so All right, we're going to talk about the flow control valves. Those regulate the speed. The purpose of the flow control valve in a hydraulic system is to regulate the speed. The flow rate also determines the rate of energy transferred at any given pressure. All right, flow control valves include simple orifices, sophisticated closed loop hydraulic valves that automatically adjust to variations in pressure and temperature. All right, there's a few different types of flow control valves that are commonly used in hydraulic systems. I'm going to go over these real quick. All right, one's an orifice. All right, a simple orifice in a hydraulic line is the most elementary method for controlling flow. It can also be used as a pressure control device. When using a control flow, the orifice is placed in series within the pump. An orifice can be drilled an orifice can be a drilled hole in a fitting, in which case it is fixed, or it may be calibrated needle valve, in which case functions a variable orifice. All right. The second one is a flow regulator, also the name is self-explanatory. Those devices are more slightly sophisticated than a fixed orifice and consists of an orifice that senses flow as a pressure drop across the orifice, which is a delta P. All right. The third is a bypass flow regulator. All right. This flow regulator flows in excess of a set flow rate, returns to a reservoir through a bypass port. All right. The bypass flow regulator is more efficient than a standard flow regulator. And in turn, if the flow rate is controlled by throttling fluid across variable orifice regulated by the compensator piston. Okay. The next one is a demand compensation flow controls. All right. Flow controls can also bypass excessive systems in a secondary circuit. Fluid is routed at a controlled flow rate in a primary circuit. In a bypass fluid, it can be used for regulating work functions. All right. There must be flow in a primary circuit of this valve to function. If the primary circuit is blocked, the valve will cut off the flow to the secondary circuit. That's not a good thing. All right, the next one is the pressure compensated variable flow valve. All right, this flow is equipped with adjustable variable orifice plate in a series and a compensator. The compensator automatically adjusts the varying inlet and outlet pressures. All right. Pressure compensated variable flow control valves, that's a long word, are available in integral reverse flow check valves, which gives fluid unrestricted flow in the opposite direction, and an integral overload relief valve, which route fluid to the tank for maximum pressure as exceeded. All right, the next one is a pressure temperature compensated variable flow valve. That's an even longer one. That basically, in a nutshell, it's because of the viscosity of the hydraulic fluid varies with temperature. All right. An outlet of a flow control valve may tend to drift with temperature changes. To offset the temperature variations, temperature compensators adjust the control orifice openings to correct the effects of viscosity changes caused by temperature and fluctuations in the fluid. All right. Directional valves are the most fundamental parts of a hydraulic and pneumatic systems. All right. Directional valves allow fluid flow, hydraulic oil, water, or air into different paths from one or more sources. Directional valves will usually consist of a spool inside a cylinder, which is mechanically or electronically actuated. The position of the spool permits the flow, thus controls the fluid flow. All right. There's classifications, the number of positions, the actuating methods. Some are manually operated, some are mechanically operated. There's others that are hydraulically operated, and then there's solenoid operated for dealing with remote actuations. All these are widely used in the hydraulics industry. All right. Valves are made up of electromagnetic solenoids for sliding of the spool, because simple application of electrical power provides control. Okay. All right. One of the final ones I'll go over is the fixed pressure relief valves, are generally used as a safety device for excessive pressure situation. Some safety valves are made of a one-time device and must be replaced when they have performed the task. Others can be reused from time to time, again, for releasing high pressure fluid. Some fixed pressure relief valves may allow fluid to expel back into a reservoir tank for reuse, while some smaller hydraulic systems may release the fluid to the outside of a sealed system. In any case, if a hydraulic pressure fixed release safety valve operates, this can indicate a failure of the hydraulic system. And that, in a nutshell, is dealing with the explanation of some hydraulic valves. Thank you very much. Have a great day.